This demonstration is entitled Natural Language Processing. We will demonstrate a healthcare natural language processing tool that takes as input a text string and returns a set of vocabulary terms in various healthcare ontologies. Now, the value in all of this is the following. It demonstrates the ability to take any structured data, whether it has something to do with healthcare or not, and through the use of NLP, natural language processing, morph it into a structure where the data is ontologically categorized from a healthcare perspective. And what that enables you to do is ask very powerful, high-level healthcare kinds of questions from the ontology, even though the underlying data may not originally have had anything to do with healthcare in the first place. In this demonstration, we see three windows. At the bottom here, we have an application called NLP, which stands for Natural Language Processing. And this application will execute under the hood a tool called MetaMap, which is a natural language processing tool that's part of the UMLS system. UMLS is a system that contains over 150 different ontologies. And what will happen upon executing this is the following. We're providing as an input type a term, and the term we're going to pass in is autoimmune diseases here. And what will happen is this NLP tool will examine all 150 plus ontologies and find all of the vocabulary terms, all of the nodes in these ontologies that closely match autoimmune diseases. And what's returned from this is basically an XML document here, you see here. And so I won't bother going through the details here. You see the phrase here, autoimmune diseases, which was what was passed in. And so a fairly large XML document. Notice here that there's a checkbox here, update database. And the checkbox, in fact, has been checked. So what happens is this XML file is imported into a TC-SQL soft schema. So what we can do now is execute queries on that soft schema. So here we have a view called TC-SQL MetaMap, and we're passing in autoimmune diseases. So what we're going to do is look at what was returned, what was stored in our soft schema here. And one record is returned, and we see a field called CUI, which stands for Concept Universal Identifier. It's the universal identifier as part of UMLS that crosses all ontologies. And so what we can do is take this CUI value here and pass it in to a second query here, as we see here. Let's execute this. And what is returned is the following. You see a column here called concept, and in this column are all of these specializations of autoimmune diseases across all 150 plus vocabularies, ontologies found in UMLS here. And so we see 6,828 records here. And so you get a general idea here. So from a single concept here, a single term, autoimmune diseases, we can find lots of nodes and lots of ontologies pertaining to autoimmune diseases. And what's important in this is these 150 plus ontologies are considered industry standard. And so it allows a person to write industry standard queries across these ontologies.